Alright guys, the 2025 France Football Ballon Dor ceremony just took place, and let's take a look at the winners and what we think about it. Starting off with the big man, Ousmane Dembélé with the Ballon Dor 25. Very well deserved, 33 goals, 13 assists in all competitions. First player of African descent since George Weah, 1995. To win the Ballon d'Or. Big moment for Dembélé. On the women's side, Aitana Bonmati of Spain and Barcelona completing the three-peat of Ballon d'Or. This season, she lost 2 finals with both club and country. This is the only time where it's questionable if she should have won that third Ballon d'Or. Was there a more deserving winner in the nominees? I really don't know because I haven't really followed the women's game like that. But in terms of what she achieved before and now, and obviously the PR power of Barcelona, was this completely organic? I'm not so sure, but let's move on. Talking about Barcelona's PR power and inorganic awards, Lamine Yamal winning the Copa Trophy, the Young Player of the Year award trophy, 100% well-deserved, no doubt about it. But there was talk that Yamal might actually win the Ballon d'Or instead of Ousmane Dembélé. Yamal's father actually came out and said that this is, if not the biggest robbery, but it is one of the biggest moral injustices to a player that Yamal hasn't won the Best Player of the Year award. 13 goals is what he has in all competition. Despite what we think that Yamal does, it's 13 goals only that he scored over the course of a year, and that does not warrant a Ballon d'Or. I think his father should know that, he should know that. And I actually want to ask all the Barcelona fans out there, that was this a troll thing, or did you guys actually think that Yamal should win the Ballon d'Or? Because there is no way in hell that if Yamal wins the Ballon d'Or this season, or if he had won the Ballon d'Or this season, that this award would have retained any credibility that it has left. Now moving on to my favorite award this year, because it's clear why. Victor Gyökeres of Arsenal wins the Gerd Müller Trophy for the Best Striker of the Year award, scoring 54 goals across all competitions for Sporting Lisbon last season. He wasn't able to win the European Golden Boot because of the UEFA 2-point coefficient for the top 5 leagues, but in the Ballon d'Or ceremony for his 50-plus goal season, he was rewarded with the Gerd Müller Trophy. Very well deserved. A couple of other important awards that were given out, one of them being Club of the Year for both men and women. Paris Saint-Germain, obviously Champions League winners, treble winners. Paris Saint-Germain didn't win the Club World Cup, lost the Club World Cup final, but Chelsea fans should now realize that nobody actually cares about that Club World Cup competition, because the Club of the Year is the club that won the UEFA Champions League. Inside, it's Arsenal's women team again to win the Club of the Year award for their second ever Champions League win. And also because Arsenal is a pioneer in the women's game, in great efforts to develop that and sort of uplift the level of the women's game. Gianluigi Donnarumma wins the Yashin Trophy for the Best Goalkeeper of the Season award. If you have any doubt into why he won that award, just watch the game between Arsenal and City just 2 days ago, because it seemed like despite Pep having 5 to 6 defenders on the pitch, it seemed like he had another one, an extra defender on that pitch with that goalkeeper, because any ball that came in, he dealt with it like I've never seen any other keeper do. So Gianluigi Donnarumma wins the treble with the PSG and now wins the Best Goalkeeper award. Very well deserved. And finally, the Coach of the Year award for Luis Enrique. There's no doubt about it. The increase of quality in that PSG team was so obvious. Luis Enrique these days, copying NFL coaches, actually sits in the media boxes to sort of analyze the game, trying to see if he can get something extra out from that overhead vision. So always trying to innovate, always trying to improve. Luis Enrique, very well deserved for the Coach of the Year award. Now, what I was also looking out for was the Puskás award for the best goal scored over the course of season. And as an Arsenal fan, I was ready to celebrate Rice's free kick one more time, but apparently that's not part of the Ballon d'Or list anymore. Looking back in the previous year, and I think this was scraped then too, not exactly sure when the Puskás award was taken away from the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Maybe after 22, after 23, I'm not sure. But we actually talked about in another video. I actually did talk about how individual awards are not gonna get the same reputation because Messi and Ronaldo are here no more. Hype around individual awards is not the same. And a big example of that is that the Puskás award for the best goal scored over the course of the season, which was a big part of the Ballon d'Or ceremony, apparently is not a part of it anymore. But let me know what you guys think of these awards. I think at the end of the day, I think every winner in this list was very well deserved. There was always this controversy with Yamal. If he was going to win the Ballon d'Or, then we were going to go into a whole different type of video. But how it played out seems pretty fair. Only big takeaway is that the quality of the players making these lists is just not good enough. The numbers are just not good enough, but this is what we're working with right now.